minus 30. There you go.
It's a little cold.
Mine it's better. I'm in the face.
Yep.
Oh, just a viscous. Yes, buddy, you want to go home, right? No nonsense. So this is what I'm looking like after walking dog in the morning. So you can see fully frozen. It's probably minus 22. Another day, another walk with a dog done. As you can see, I don't know how deep temperature went this morning, but you can see that it's darn cold, to be honest. But it's still so beautiful. The beauty of Swedish winter. Hi there! I think that quite a few of you might be wondering why somebody would move somewhere when they have a so cold winters there. Like even I already experienced during my first winter here minus 36 degrees for several days in a row. That's really freezing weather. But even though the temperatures might be very freezing, it's a war. And let me tell you why in this video. So stick around and enjoy the beauty I am surrounded right now. So I recently moved to Sweden, and this winter I'm experiencing right now, it's my first winter. I can say that I have experienced winter in quite a few countries, like Ireland. So it's the 5th of January and we have some kind of the slush, or maybe hailstones probably. Oh yeah, hailstones. Looks like white thing. Au! UK. Tak takhle to vypadá, když všichni v Anglii mají letní gumy. Víš ten sypek písek všude? Friends! So this is Avoriaz. Right now I'm driving, so hopefully there will not be police or anything to stop me. But this is how it looks like. So. And most of my winters were actually spent in the Czech Republic. Just a pity that it's not so obvious on the phone screen. So let's say that I have a most experience with the Czech winters than with any others. Most of the other countries it was like 2 or 1 winters top. So that's probably not enough to use it as a comparison. Regards the Czech winters, I can tell you what those are like, at least what they are in my, as I saw them, as I experienced them. Everybody might have, of course, different experience and opinion. That's true, but here is mine. So, regards the Czech winters, we actually don't have a very nice winters in Czech Republic. Honestly, most of the time when we actually get snow, that snow doesn't last very long because temperatures are around 0 degrees. Sometimes they go lower, but during the winter they go quite often above the 0 degrees, so it's quite warm. And most of the precious snow we actually get there melts and create a sort of a slush. So then actually you would go out, or I was going out most of the time when not proper footwear. I had soaked boots, trousers and everything. So mainly what I would say, or what I would like to point out, we don't have a snow through whole winter, at least not in a whole Czech Republic. At least not in areas I was living and growing. A very mild winter. Next thing I would like to point out, it's actually the weather. Most of the Czech winters, as I remember, we had a very cloudy sky. Nothing like this. And with that cloudy sky, sometimes with actually warm temperature, came rain, drizzling and wind. And those of you who experience what it's like to be in a very wet, windy winter, they know that this winter could be way worse than actually just a cold day. Because that cold actually could creep in and really gets in a bones. So that's very terrible. So those probably would be the main reason why I would point out, or would like to say, that the winter I'm experiencing right now in Sweden, it's 1,000 times better Why? Yes, we might actually have temperatures that are very, very low. As I mentioned, I already experienced minus 36, but usually, or most commonly, the temperature was keeping or staying around the minus 20 and was fluctuating a bit up and down. So I would say that around the minus 20 seemed to be like a sort of average. It's just my guess, I didn't write it down every single day or anything, but I'm checking temperature every day, so that's just a rough estimate. So even though the temperature might be very cold here, there's one huge advantage I don't remember in the Czech Republic, and that's the fact that the powdered snow it's lasting here almost whole winter. It's awesome. I never experienced anything like that. Like, yeah, we had a snow, it was a powdered snow, but within a day or two that snow basically got partially melted, then frozen over, and that's it. Probably then melted again, turned into the slush, and just being annoying around. So that was not good. And the fact that right now we have a powdered snow from the beginning till the end of the winter, that's so cool. It's so cool, even with mainly because even if I would do, wait a second, I need to find, give me a moment. I think that this will be good. And I jump in the snow like this and get up. Oh, if I get up. I'm not soaked through, I will just shake it off. That's it, to me it's a huge advantage. Actually, now you can see how much snow we have here approximately. So yeah, it's slightly around my knees, so it's gonna be around a half a meter approximately. And that's here almost the whole winter. Some of it's coming and leaving, but most of it's staying. So yeah, powder snow to me it's a huge advantage, because if you would grow up used to, as I do, to wet snow, basically when you make your first snowball, your gloves are already soaked, and then you have to go home as a kid. Just no, I didn't like it, to be honest. So powder snow I love. Next thing I really adore and cannot get enough of, it's actually the weather. Look at that sky. You can see actually the sun landing its beautiful warm rays on the tips of a trees or tip of a trees. Perfect. And some mornings when the sun is coming out and then actually going down, we had a beautiful sunrises and sunset. Like not just a sky, it's painted in all shades of red, pink and orange, but also all that colorful light is landing on the tip of a trees. And that's just awesome. Mainly with the fact that most of the trees are covered, or almost every tree is covered with snow. So then those very colorful rays or light, that colorful light, it's really painting very nice colors on it. You know, on a white background, nothing stopping that light to show its true color. And it does. So yeah, I really it's breathtaking. For those of you who never experience it, to me it feels like that I am waking up every single day in a fairy tale. It's so magical to me. Yeah, I might have quite a low expectations, but yeah, I am really enjoying small things. Sometimes it's better to enjoy small things, because we never know when we can have an opportunity to enjoy them again. So yeah, next thing I really like here, those are actually temperatures. Even though that somebody might consider it as a very cold, I would say with 1 or 2 additional layers it's actually not bad at all. Like I'm even not having additional layers right now, and just by the fact that I'm moving, it keeps me warm enough. So even though the temperatures or the weather forecast might seem to be very, very bad regards the temperatures, it's not. It's alright, to be honest. There's one more thing I actually really like about the Swedish winter. It might sound very childish, but the fact that I finally have a sufficient amount of the snow that's gonna last almost all winter. It's sort of tempting me to finally let my childish dreams come through. And yeah, I'm talking about the building snow fortress. I actually slowly working on my childish dream, and I can tell you that sometimes it's good to act like a child. I don't know why adults are actually telling us don't act like a child. You are not a child anymore. And I would like to ask them why. I would like to remain child for the rest of my life and look at the world with those uncensored, unclouded, uninfluenced eyes. Look at the kids, how they look at the world. Everything is exciting, everything is beautiful, everything is just one step away from an enjoyable day. So yeah, that's something that actually winter here sort of woke in me. It's just that childish nature trapped inside me by so many years of telling me don't act like child. Do you have it same? So this is how I see the Swedish winter and why I like it. And I would very appreciate if you would let me know where you live and let me know what's your winter like. How is it looking over there? And now when you saw how it's looking here, does it look similar to your winters? Or are yours better? Definitely let me down in the comments. I am very curious, so don't hesitate and let me know. And thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video. Take care.